Meeting come to order. Please rise for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the village board meeting of April 27th, 2026. Roll call, please.
Thierry.
Here.
Smith. Here. Kraus. Diachenko.
Here.
Stacy.
Here.
Gardner.
Here.
Okay. Does anyone from the audience wish to address the board? You have the minutes in your packet from our last meeting of April 13th. Does anyone have any changes? If not, can we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Thierry.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Under my report, this is just for your perusal. I gave you all a copy of, I did a little research project on our video gaming. And this is, and I should have gave you one too, there was one laying there, I thought. I just ran the numbers monthly from 2024, 25, and then year-to-date 2026. And I was just curious, you know, they say that you open a new gaming place, everybody just redistributes the money. So in 2024, we were averaging about $7,900 a month. 2025, in February, Gould Vault came online, but in 2024, we had the old Gould Vault, so there is a little carryover. In December of 2025, Elsie's came online. So in the year 2025, we were averaging just about $9,000 a month, a few bucks short. For 2026, it's a bit higher. For February, it shows $94.98. It was actually $2,930 less than that, but just for the sake of consistency, I left that in. For whatever reason, the gaming board came back and took $2,930 for a prior period adjustment. It was unspecified, so I have no idea where that came from or why. So I just took the raw numbers, and just for the first 3 months of the year, we're averaging $10,300 a month. I'm sure that'll probably go down a little, but as the year fluctuates. But it's interesting when you look at the individual numbers. So Lacey's has been the highest amount for the last few years, and pretty much as soon as Elsie's opened, and every month since then, they're in the number 2 spot. So it's, and you really don't see people, it's like all of them, like Lacey's. I swear there's a subterranean entrance or something, you never see anybody over there, but the numbers are really high, so. All right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all I have. We do not have a village clerk's report this month. So committee reports, finance and administration, trustee Diachenko.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. I'd like to consider a motion approving the treasurer's report. Anyone's got any questions regarding that?
So if you'd like, I'll go ahead and read the numbers
sure,
on that. The March month-end total of the village accounts, $5,546,932.30. The March month-end for the commission accounts, $227,791.39. The two combined, $5,744,723.69. The March month end in general, $1,508,415.37. The March total for the commission non-AP payments, $313,014.03. Pretty much all the standard payroll. 4th of July has started spending some money, and other than that, pretty standard. And if there are no questions, that would end my report.
So you made the motion to approve the treasurer's report. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Discussion. Roll call.
Gardner.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Thierry.
Yes.
All right, and then I'd like to consider a motion approving the list of bills in the amount of $82,951.53.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Discussion. Roll call.
Thierry.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yep.
Gardner.
Yes.
thank you. I'd like to consider a motion to close the due from balance of the general fund to the CESA fund via non-cash interfund transfer in the amount of $62,729.
All right, there's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
Yeah, so I'll just, you guys probably don't know what that is specifically, it's it's cleaning up for the auditors, from when we did the ordinance amending the, Public Works CESPA fund back in October of 2024. We amended how we were doing that and it left balances, which we weren't intending on paying back like all at once, we just were continuing to make the payments, but just in a different way. So we needed to make this one and the next motion to clear those balances out for the audit.
Any other discussion? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
All right, and then I'd like to consider a motion to close the due from balance of the water fund to the CESA fund via non-cash interfund transfer in the amount of $186,133.17.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Okay, then I'd like to consider a motion to approve ordinance 1451 for a supplemental appropriation amending appropriation ordinance number 1421 adopted April 28th, 2025.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
Yeah, the only thing I would say with that one is it was $22,000 that needed to be transferred to complete the stuff, the purchases for the new police department.
All right, roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Okay, and then regarding the public hearing, consider a motion to open the public hearing concerning the proposed budget for fiscal year 26-27. After the hearing is open, questions and comments from the public and the board will be heard, and then a motion will be needed to close the hearing.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, roll call?
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Okay, then I'd like to also consider a motion approving resolution. Oh, sorry, get ahead of myself. Yeah, get ahead of myself.
Brian, there's all these people
I was on a
waiting
roll.
to speak.
I was on a roll, sorry.
Hundreds of people waiting to talk.
I was on a roll.
Question about the budget?
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You had to get in there pretty quick.
Yeah.
Very well.
Have any questions at all? Did you have any questions on it? Okay. Let's just give like I mean, obviously we did the, budget, workshops, but just for sake of having some things here for everybody. Overall, the budget, this year, is increased by about 300,000, which is about a 6.8% increase, and, that comes from capital purchases, some things for the police department, insurance being one of the bigger things increasing the budget. We had started off with a 20.8% increase in our PPO and a 17% increase in our HMO, but we worked with IPVC, which is the consolidated, the intercooperative group that we work with, and they offered a GLP-1 because that's really what's driving the increase in insurance costs for I think just about everybody. They have a prescription card that if we decided to go that route as opposed to going through a pharmacy benefit manager, decreased our rates. So now our PPO instead of being 20.8% increase will be 18.4, and HMO instead of 17 will be 14.4. So that saves us a little bit of money there. And then IMRF rate is up from 3.44% to 4.53%. Our reserves is a little higher this year, as you'll notice. That again is for like one-time purchases. We had budgeted for purchasing a police drone to start a police drone program, a canine, updating the camera systems throughout the village, and we also had to, again, due to the insurance, we had to add an additional amount for a one-time payment to increase our reserve. That's required per policy with IPVC. Let's see. Sales tax increased about $150,000. State income tax increased about $60,000. Video gaming about $58,000. Some of that, budgeted last year, we were a little bit conservative, and this year I was able to, kind of increase those a little bit based off of what we received. So I mentioned that. We added park impact fees, which haven't been in there for years. We didn't go crazy with those, but that's kind of a new revenue for this year because now we have more building. Let's see, some of the things declining, the state use tax declined about $150,000. And yeah, that was one of our huger, you know what I mean, one of our bigger, I think there's better words than that. More significant decreases in revenue. And let's see, police department, we were budgeting for an additional full-time officer to help reduce overtime. So we went over a little bit on that this year. So we cut the overtime budget by about $100,000, and we adding the additional full-time officer. We also were able to decrease the part-time just a little bit. I mentioned the health insurance. Let's see. Dispatch increased about $42,000. Fuel costs went up. Actually, not as much as we thought they were going to. Ended up going up about 50 cents overall. I think, well, diesel went up a little bit higher than the 50 cents, but I mean, it still is one of the huger increases in the budget. Capital infrastructure, we budgeted, we carried over some of the funding from the sale of the police department last year so that we could do some building upgrades to other municipal buildings. And I think is really all of the major changes. Anybody have any questions, comments? Okay. And like I said, that's in your packet there, so
I know. How did you get to inherit this with Todd being gone?
He's a pro.
Yeah. All right, so if there's no questions, you can make a motion to close the public hearing?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Terry.
Yes.
Okay, then I'd like to consider a motion approving resolution 2026-03 to adopt the fiscal year 26-27 budget.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Terry.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
All right, and lastly, I'd like to consider a motion to approve the fiscal year 26-27 appropriation ordinance number 1452 in the same amount of authorization as contained in the fiscal year 26-27 budget.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes,
Smith. Yes. Terry.
Yes.
and that concludes the financial report.
Well, don't take too much.
I know, yeah. Back in.
Public buildings and properties, trustee DeChenko.
Okay. Before you want me to consider the motion, do we want to field any questions regarding? Or-
Yeah, or you can make
Oh,
the motion and then we can do
Sure,
that.
all right, I'd like to consider a motion approving resolution number 2026-04, amending the Village of Beecher Park and Athletic Facility fee schedule.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, any discussion? Guys all went through it? Nothing? Okay. Roll call?
Terry.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'd like to consider a motion approving resolution 2026-05, adopting the Village of Beecher community room usage policy.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Are we amending that or no?
Hmm?
Are we gonna amend that or no?
We'll talk about that after. you guys-
Yeah, we'll talk in a minute, yeah. So, is there a second for that?
Second.
Okay, discussion.
I
This
can't
is
be
on-
without my drinks, guys. I mean, I don't know what to.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
have coffee or a
Yeah,
drink
right.
somewhere.
be without his animals, you with your drink.
I know, they get the pony party. Yeah, I put a note of that, like, instead of like for 2E, instead of food and beverage except for water are not allowed, I think that should be, that's just me, no food or alcoholic beverages are allowed in the room. Outside of that, it's kinda hard to, I think at planning and zoning, last Thursday, I looked around and there were 6, 8 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee,
I think-
pop.
Yeah, iced
I mean,
coffee, tea, pop, I think Bob said he had cranberry juice
Yeah.
in his thing.
It's a village meeting, doesn't count.
I'm just saying.
We don't wanna be above the law.
That's my suggestion, I don't know if you guys agree or concur, or if you have other, thoughts on
Did
it.
it say no food?
No food or alcoholic beverages?
Or, yeah, no food or alcoholic beverages.
Okay.
And then I actually had a question, but it's not really important enough, I was looking at the,
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Tim and I already went over, I was looking at the list A through E, and I'm in my mind trying to picture, what would the difference be between some of these? But I guess it'll be up to the village hall girls to have to figure that out when somebody comes in, whether they are a nonprofit organization based in Beecher, or a nonprofit organization serving Beecher residents, and what the difference would be. But I guess it's in there, so,
We've got some guidelines for that.
yeah, I don't think we have that much call for the room, and actually, let me see if Kelly answered me yet. I reached out to the township, and then Kelly is no longer in charge of the community building, and I couldn't reach her tonight to see actually how many community organizations use these rooms, because basically, I don't think we've had a deluge. We have, 2 homeowner associations that are having meetings now. So I asked Joe Burgess, and he says they have 2 homeowner associations. And he says, that would be great, if they wanna go over and use the PD, that's wonderful. There's really nothing else. The community building, I kinda wanted to ask, cause I know the chamber meets there, I'm sure they will still meet there. Parties and stuff, we're not doing that, it's not open to the public for personal things, this would just be for meetings and things like that. The churches all have their own meeting rooms. Lions Club, I think they meet at the township or the community building, depending on where, so, I don't expect a big, deluge of people needing to use the room, but.
And one of the other things you guys may or may not have noticed, when we initially talked about it, we talked about just the community room, but we also included this room too
Yeah.
in the thing, so.
Yeah, and we have priorities set up anyway, so now we have a list of priorities set up. We're probably more likely to run into conflicts with this room, because we have youth commission too, and all these are really offshoots of the village anyhow. We have 4th of July commission that meets here, plan commission, and any of our people, we could always shift them over to the PD too. if
Or
we-
ultimately, if they wanted to have a meeting over there, they could do
Yeah.
that too.
Or if we get like a public hearing for plan commission, or we expect it to be big, we're probably gonna move it over there anyway, so we could shuttle people back and forth for the meeting space, so. Alrighty, any other changes? Good with the rest?
Yeah.
Alright, so there is a motion and a second. Roll call,
Gardner,
Yes.
As amended.
as amended.
Oh, as amended, yep, thank you.
Just
Thank you.
making sure.
Alright, I got you.
I had this whole list.
Roll call.
Gardner.
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Okay, then I'd like to consider a motion approving a proposal from Irwin Construction to complete work on the exterior of the village hall in the amount of $51,600.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Terry.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Okay, and then finally, I'd like to consider a motion approving a proposal from McGrath Office Equipment to purchase divider panels for 2 desks at Village Hall in the amount of $3,949.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Gardner.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
All right, and that concludes that report.
Okay. It's the DeChenko meeting.
Yeah.
Say, Brian, are you done?
You know, it's a strength.
You're on a roll, just keep going.
Yeah.
You wanna do the rest?
Yeah.
Planning, building and zoning, trustee Stacy.
You wanna read mine?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion approving ordinance 1453, granting a variance for 747 Penfield Street from the provision of the zoning ordinance and the village code of ordinances as it pertains to the required rear yard setback in the B1 district.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion. And this was for Thirsty Turtle, they're
Correct.
doing the, taking the one building down, putting an addition up, and as it stands, you have to have 30 feet, I think, clearance from the back, which would make it a lot unbuildable.
Yeah.
Nothing else on the block conforms to that anyway, so.
Yeah.
Roll call?
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
DeChenko,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Okay, and the next planning and zoning meeting is Thursday, May 28th at 7 PM at the Village Hall. And that's all I have, Mayor. What?
Correct.
Make an edit, it's actually 6 PM because they changed, well, I mean, it says 7, but it will be 6 o'clock because the times have
Oh.
changed now, so.
Oh, that's right.
6 o'clock, all right.
Yep.
Good, you let me know. 6 o'clock?
Public Safety Committee, trustee Terry.
Thank you, Mayor. Committee report, we didn't meet. The closed session, I'll go over some of the things with the chief with the background. He's still working.
Okay.
And that concludes.
All right, Public Works Committee, trustee Gardner.
Thank you, Mayor. The water bill and register report for the billing period of January, February 2026 is then closed. Consider a motion approving ordinance 1454, amending code sections 12-3-1-A of the Village of Beecher as it pertains to water system infrastructure repair and replacement.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second?
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
And all this is just adding or revising the language slightly so that it allows for the maintaining and replacing of mains and valves and related infrastructure, so a little bit more use in those.
Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
And the Public Works Committee meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, April 29th at 1:30 here at Village Hall. That's all I got.
Okay. Economic Development Community Events, trustee Smith.
Thank you, Mayor. So 2 weeks ago, I went down to Springfield with some other members of the Will County Governmental League to meet with legislators regarding our concerns, mostly for the bill proposal by the governor that we've kind of been talking about back and forth. There are 4 Senate bills that are being heard, or they were just heard. They're hoping to kind of get them through, but we sat down and talked with as many people as we could. Unfortunately, both the House and the Senate was in, so it was kind of a mess. And I've never seen so many people, like, the Capitol was just flooded with people. So a lot of our meetings got pushed, but the people we did sit down with, we were able to voice our concerns about this bill, kind of, all these bills basically taking away any control at the local level. So all planning and zoning ordinances and things would kind of be blanket throughout the whole state of Illinois. So we really wouldn't have a say in things. And while we understand we want to do something about the housing or lack thereof, affordable housing, this isn't the way. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. So we were able to talk to some people. I am going back Wednesday with the IML, and we have a lot more meetings planned, so hopefully we kind of can get our voices heard, and we can work with the legislators to kind of come to some kind of agreement that'll work for everybody. So, that's it.
All right. Any other business to come before the board? Okay. Would someone make a motion to adjourn to executive session under 2C1 to discuss matters involving personnel?
I'll make that motion.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Terry.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Were you gonna
Don't drink
drink?
too much.
I hope that's